Hi, this is Larry Stevenson, welcoming you to 5 Keys to Getting a Great Job Quickly, our podcast overviewing the 5 keys to find your dream job within 2 months. This has been proven with over 12 years experience of helping people find jobs ranging from entry level to executive positions. The average was 28 days. It may take you a little longer, it may take you a little less, depending on how quickly you start acting on what we teach. Let's start with, very quickly, if you're joining us live, you can either use the phone call, raise your hand, or ask a question. If you're doing this as the podcast, please leave a comment on YouTube. The overview of the 5 keys to getting a great job quickly are: first, identify your purpose and passion, then write an employer description. Employers use job descriptions to outline what they are looking for so that they can compare candidates who are applying for the job to what the ideal is. We encourage people to write an employer description describing what they want in their position and identifying the ideals in terms of the duties, the industry, the size of the company, the ownership, the management style, the environment of the company, the culture. Write it so that you can then compare positions coming your way with those things that your ideals and your passion give you to. The second key is to adopt the "how can I help" attitude. One person once described looking for a job as the most demeaning thing she had ever done. She described it this way. She said, "I used to think it was like standing in front of Walmart holding a sign that said, 'We'll work for food.'" And then she said, "But it's worse than that, because I feel like I have to chase the cars down the street shouting, 'Pick me, pick me.'" Instead, we suggest that you switch the roles. Recognize that you have skills and abilities, accomplishments, and experiences that organizations and people need to accomplish their goals, to get their products out, to achieve what they want or overcome their challenges. When you adopt the "how can I help" attitude, you shift from chasing them saying, "Pick me," to instead saying, "Who needs my skills to achieve their goals?" It ceases to be self-centered and becomes altruistic. So we encourage you to adopt the "how can I help" attitude, and then find people who desperately need what you can do to solve their problems and achieve their goals. The third key is to ask questions to discover wants and needs. Many people, when they're looking for a job, they start by talking about themselves, almost ad nauseum, almost going too far. What we're suggesting is no. Change and ask questions to find out what people are trying to accomplish in their organization. What are the goals that they have? What are the challenges that you may be able to help them overcome? Now, when you ask questions, you're going to be asking questions of 2 different kinds of people. One are those people who are working in the work you want to do. They are accountants, they are program developers, they are marketing people. The others are people who are working for a company that has a group doing what you want, but they are not part of that group. I refer to them as non-technical and technical. And we can work with you to ask questions of the non-technical to get leads and information about the technical, and then to talk shop with those who are technical. Also, you don't ask all your questions all at once. You spread it out over several short visits, short talks, recognizing that people are busy who are working. The fourth key is, now that you know what they need, you prove you are the solution they need by giving them facts to make good decisions. You share with them only those things that apply to what they need. If you share more than what they are focusing on, you may hear that you are overqualified. So in proving you are the solution, you don't give galloping generalities. You share specific facts, what we call home run statements. And you use these home run statements that are factual. They list what you did and, more importantly, what the result was, and then you apply it to them. So that you're saying, I understand you're looking for this. I have done this. Are those the results you're looking for? If they are, then you proceed to set an appointment. If they aren't, then you say it sounds like we're not a good match. If there is someone you know who needs this, I'd be happy to help. Once again, it's how can I help? Ask questions, discover what help people needs, and then prove you are the solution that they need. Now, with that foundation, you then go to the tactical implementation of hit your 10s each week. You talk to 10 people a day. You do face-to-face meetings with 10 people a week. So it's 10 contacts a day, usually by phone, 10 face-to-face meetings a week. Now, that sounds daunting to people who are thinking that they are responding to want ads. No, we're not looking at ads. We're looking at people who have challenges. So in those 10 phone calls a day, 6 of them are to gather information. Step 3 is to ask questions to find out what the needs are, what the projects are, what the goals are. Then, of the 10, you'll do 2 of them to 3 of them to set appointments with decision makers to use the information you've gathered to prove you are the solution they need. And then the other 2 phone calls are going to be following up on previous meetings and previous contacts. The 10 meetings each week, once again, 6 to 7 of them are going to be to gather information, and 3 to 4 of them are with decision makers that you are proving you are the solution they need. These 5 keys, identifying your purpose and passion and writing your employer description, adopting the how can I help attitude, asking questions to discover wants and needs, prove you are the solution they need, and hit your 10s each week, can lead you to a great job in 2 months or less. This is Larry Stevenson. Thank you for joining our webinar. Feel free to look us up on the Larry Stevenson Group YouTube page. Thank you.